What's the pettiest reason you ever stopped liking someone? If you asked me 2 years ago who the love of my life was, I'd say Ethan without hesitation, without blinking, without even breathing. He was the kind of man every girl secretly dreams of but never really believes exists. The type who remembers the color of your nails from last weekend, the scent of your shampoo, and exactly how you like your coffee, medium roast, 2 sugars, oat milk, no foam. And yeah, I know how that sounds basic. But to me, at the time, it felt like royalty treatment. When I met Ethan, I was in my soft life era, or at least trying to be. I was 26, working in marketing, surviving off iced lattes and delayed paychecks, with a designer wish list longer than my rent notice. Ethan came into my life like a miracle in a tailored suit. We met at a networking event. I wasn't even supposed to be there. My best friend, Candace, dragged me because she said, "You need to start hanging around rich energy, girl. It's contagious." And maybe she was right. Because that night, Ethan noticed me. Not my friend, not the influencers in their rented dresses. Me. He had this calm confidence like a man who didn't need to prove anything. He wasn't the loudest or flashiest in the room, but when he walked over to say hi, I swear everything else blurred. He offered to get me a drink. I asked for champagne because it felt expensive, and he smiled like he expected it. He didn't even blink when the bartender said $40 a glass. We talked all night about everything: work, life, travel, ambition. I dropped hints about how stressful my job was, how underpaid I felt, how I just needed a break. Ethan listened like my frustrations were valuable. Like I was valuable. He texted me the next morning, "Hope you got home safe, sunshine." Within 2 weeks, we were inseparable. Within 2 months, I practically moved in. He had this condo in downtown LA. All glass and gold accents, like something out of Architectural Digest. The view alone could make you believe in heaven. And the way he treated me, I mean, come on. I had never dated someone who actually planned dates. Candlelit dinners, spa weekends, random getaways to Palm Springs just because he said I looked tense. He'd show up at my job with flowers. Ethan was that guy, and I loved it. Within a few months, he got me out of my dingy one-bedroom apartment. "You shouldn't have to live there," he said. "I want you to be comfortable." He helped me get my dream job literally. He pulled a few strings and got me an interview at a top PR firm. I got hired in less than a week. He even bought me my first real designer bag, a black Chanel classic flap. I cried. Not because I was emotional, but because I'd always wanted one and never thought I'd actually hold it. For the first time in my life, I felt like someone had arrived. I started noticing things about Ethan I had ignored in the past, and it began making my skin crawl. The first red flag, or maybe I should say beige flag, started with his laugh. Don't get me wrong, Ethan had a great smile. Perfect teeth, even. But when he laughed, like really laughed, it was this strange high-pitched thing that kind of cracked at the end. It sounded like a hiccup trying to escape. The first time I noticed it, we were watching a comedy special on Netflix. I laughed too, but when I heard him, I froze.